board is very important, and investors really rely on the board to understand what's going on in the business. We've seen obviously some boards that have been not as involved with the company, and there's an old theory that the board's ears should be in but their feet should be out. I've got a very engaged board, and I like that, and it's a very eclectic board. There's not a lot of lawyers, there's not a lot of any one kind of brand. I always kind of see it as an orchestra, and I don't need a whole tuba section. I kind of need the strings and the percussion and the horn section.
The family culture really does distinguish us away from certainly the major competitors. I think Dennis and the management team have done just a great job communicating that culture down to the individual driver, that in fact we do care. We do respect what they do. I think it's one of the secrets of the success that STI has experienced in the last 10 years.
Dennis brings a family approach to this business, notwithstanding we've now grown to a very, very substantial size, from literally nothing to the size that it is today. But Dennis has been able to maintain a culture of a family-operated business into what has now become a multinational organization.
The great combination of strong leadership, a focus on safety, a focus on quality talent and employees, personal commitment and vested interest in the organization and in the work that everybody does every day.
From senior management right down to the bus driver that drives literally my children to and from school every day. It's a family culture. Everyone is concerned first and foremost with the safety and the security of every child on the bus. For a company that has over 14,000 employees across North America, our ability to innovate at a moment's notice, adapt to changes, and look ahead is unparalleled within the industry.
I've enjoyed talking to the employees at the site, who are very, very happy in their work, and they're very, very proud of the company they work for. The culture is absolutely amazing, absolutely unique, and extremely important to the success of the organization.
I joined the STI board because I'm incredibly impressed with Dennis Gallagher and his leadership. He has surrounded himself with an amazing set of executives that wants to transform an industry and take STI to the next level.
As a board, what we would like to see the organization focus on with respect to long-term opportunities is really how we can continue to effectively grow this business. And we've talked about two different streams. One is around continuing to grow through acquisition of similar businesses and integrating the acquisitions into a strong operating model with infrastructure.
The management and leadership is very progressive and visionary, and really growing the business in very exciting and strategic ways. Things like the utilization of alternative fuels, the recent acquisition of transportation sector consultants, and also things like creating an app for parents to use called Safe Stop.
The student transportation industry is an old industry. And what's exciting is that Dennis has an incredible vision to leverage technology, which is something I'm incredibly passionate about, to help to transform. There are huge opportunities to use technology to make the industry safer, to enable parents to have information about their children, and to really look at and partner with cities and school systems to think of new ways to use this technology to enable everyone to have a better experience.
You have to realize that 2/3 of the industry is operated by the school boards. So the business is not contracted out. And because of the qualities that we have, we can provide lots of services to the school districts, and I think that's one area we have to go into, diversify and increase our revenues.
The opportunities from the core school bus business just never seem to end. I mean, obviously there's a large marketplace out there that we have taken advantage of over the past 9 or 10 years. I think our ability to leverage the non-core revenue is something that's very exciting.
The contribution that I make to the board and the value that I bring is diversity of experience. And in my career, I've worked for a number of very large, very successful organizations, both in Canada and the US. So I bring with me a level of experience and the benefit of working in that type of organization.
My formal training is in finance and accounting, but my experience in operations began in 1973. So I've been involved in nearly every aspect of the school bus industry over the past 40 years. And I think I bring to the board the grassroots operational perspective.
Anybody's experience, in my view, is a summation of their exposure that they've had throughout life. And it's very important that on a board that you have the ability to have persons with different exposure so that everybody's not thinking the same way and they bring different approaches to the same issue.